Our first guest of tonight, he's been on the show before. He's a good friend. So let's welcome him back to America's #1 health coach, Dr. Joe Kasper. My man Joe, what's up, buddy? Give yourself a clip.
I will give myself a clip.
Before you get clipped. I got like stutter fever tonight. I don't know.
You do?
Yeah, it's all right.
Maybe your hormones are out of whack?
Something's out of whack.
Yeah. Is that better right there?
It was that chicken cutlet I ate before.
Chicken cutlet's bad.
All right, Joe, what's going on, man? What's New Mexico?
Yeah. I've been living there for 5 years. I really love it. I'm there 9 months out of the year now, 3 months here. Because when I come back here, I miss the traffic, the pollution, and the people that complain.
No, I heard it's great out there.
Yeah, I'm talking about here.
No, I'm talking over there. But my old good friend of everybody wants to be in show business.
I know, we all do.
I have a friend that moved out there. He's in the music business and retired. He loves it.
It's a very good quality life, Johnny. And it's funny, when I got there, after I got divorced, I wanted change because I needed change, and I deserved it. And I wanted to find a place where there was clean air, you can get pure food if you want, and it's available. And I'm happy when I'm there. I'm very happy.
And how are the people? Are they tense or are they relaxed?
They're like you.
Yeah, that means they're tense.
No. It's like anything else.
Then they get into the car and like say, what the fuck, you know?
I guess some do, I'm sure. Yeah.
They got New Yorkers over there?
Yeah, they live in Rio Rancho.
Then they must love you coming over there, right?
Oh, yeah. And it's funny, in Rio Rancho, they play stickball, they curse, they smoke cigarettes, eat donuts, and coffee.
You like the good-looking, educated version of Richard Simmons. You're walking over there.
I don't know if I want to be Richard Simmons. But
I know, I'm just teasing. Now, let's talk to the people because you're very educated. Now, let's get into some health issues.
Let's do that.
First thing with people with extra weight, how can you lose an extra 20, 30 pounds?
Let me explain this to you, okay? The way it works is this, is people go on all these different programs. I'm sorry to say they don't last, they don't work. So if you've been unhealthy your entire life, why would you expect that if you go on a 20-day cleanse or this kind of diet that you're going to keep it up forever? Mm-hmm. So if you eliminate certain foods and you go, I'm going to eliminate that, I always ask this question, how long will it last? And they go, well, I guess a while. Unless it's permanent, it won't work. And that's the problem. And there's all these diets out there, and everyone makes money on these programs, and then they go back to the way they were.
And you told me that.
You went on a program a couple of years ago.
The isogenics.
Yeah, okay. I think you were cursing me on the phone, which is about right.
And it worked.
No, it didn't.
To a point. I know. No, listen. Yeah, I put the weight back on about a year and a half.
But here's the idea. Here's the thing. That program, or whatever program you do, because I don't want to talk bad about any program, is could you have done that forever? That's the question.
No.
That's it right there. So whether you go gluten-free, low sodium, carbs, whatever you're going to do, if it's not going to last, it will backfire in your face eventually.
But what about going like 5 days great and then cheating on the weekends?
People understand moderation doesn't work.
Yeah.
In other words, what's your definition of cheating? So in other words, people are sensitive to certain foods. They're allergic to certain foods. Their body changes. The cells change every 90 days. So in theory, you should probably do your blood every 90 days. But people aren't going to do that, though.
No.
Right. But that would be the best thing because things change. In other words, you and I are the same age. Guess what? So what we ate 30 years ago affects us different than now, right? People choose to put on weight. I'm sorry. They don't have to. It's a choice. Now, you can get healthy if you want, folks, but here's the thing. If you don't like the program, you'll quit, right? You'll quit. I'm into health. You know why? But since you've known me, right, my whole life. I like all this stuff. I like working out and eating organic food and running on the turf and, playing baseball on the weekends. I love it. It's my addiction. But you got to find a program that works for you and you're happy with. If you're not happy, you will fail.
Oh, definitely.
And that's a big issue here. I mean, you and I have spoken on the phone before, right? What can you do that's going to work in your lifestyle? People call me up, they go, Joe, write me a nutrition plan like that. Like, put one together. And I go, whoa, it doesn't work that way. There's no quick fix. Tell me what to eat. I love people say, Joe, tell me what to eat. I'm like, I don't know you. It doesn't work that way. I haven't seen your blood analysis. I don't know you as a person. You haven't filled out a health assessment. I can't help you unless you help yourself. And a really good coach, doctor, trainer, teacher, whatever you want to call it, teaches a person how to be independent, not dependent. And that's what we want. We want people independent and being on their own and enjoying a healthy lifestyle.
Now, what about the arthritis and all those other stuff? You were talking about that with the pills and the medicines.
Yes.
You really don't need to take it if you're watching your diet and everything.
Everything has a side effect, okay? If you go to Walgreens or CVS and you buy an over-the-counter aspirin, is there a side effect? Yes. Is there a side effect to medicine on your liver? Yes. Okay. The problem is so many things have side effects. Mouthwashes, shampoos, all these things have chemicals in them. So through the years, it builds up and builds up and builds up, and people have lots of problems. People are loaded with yeast and parasites, and they have so many health issues. And what do? Nothing about it. Or they, well, I feel okay, so I'll do nothing about it. And then here's the sad part. People will do everything for their children, which I think is beautiful. It's great. But they don't take care of themselves. If you don't take care of number one, folks, you'll be stepping in number two. I promise you your whole life.
Like that arthritis, my cholesterol medicine. Mine was very low, but I still take it. But it was catching up. It was bothering my joints,
of course,
my legs, my hands when I was working. So I got off it,
right?
And now I don't feel all those pains no more.
Correct.
But I'm a little over, but nothing that's life-threatening, nothing to worry about.
Who told you to take cholesterol medicine?
To my doctor.
So why would you listen to him or her?
Because that's what most people do usually.
Exactly.
You know?
So if you read my book, I have a chapter on this. I have a chapter in my book, Fire Your Diet, and it's called Lumpy's Lipitor Lie. Good friend of mine named Lumpy, who looks actually like George from Seinfeld, he does. And he takes cholesterol medicine because his doctor told him to. Now, no one has ever died of elevated cholesterol. They die from plaque buildup, okay? So look at the Eskimos, their cholesterol's at 400 or 500, nope, and they're not dying, okay? So that's the thing. If you have no plaque, it doesn't matter, Johnny.
Yeah, but people with high cholesterol, like you look at 300s, 400s.
It doesn't matter.
Heart
It's about
attack.
the plaque, okay? It's about, those studies are so tainted from the late 60s, early 70s. There's so much propaganda went into that. And I know, actually, I met a gentleman who got thrown out of the original study because his numbers were too good.
Well, what about a doctor that's like your real friend? He's like family. You think he's still like jerking you around or no?
They have to do what they know. People do what they know. I mean, it's read that chapter in my book. You have the book, read it.
He has a bunch of books, and he invented it called Fire Your Diet, and then you have Fire Your Relatives. Tell them
Well,
everything.
that book isn't out yet. Yeah, I believe in firing. Yeah, I believe in firing people when you have to. Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of us live in a world where there's so much toxicity, not just in food and in medicine and stuff, in their life. You can eat all the organic food you want, take the cleanest supplements in the world, but if your life is toxic with stress, you haven't got a prayer.
Now, what about the old saying, everybody, I need protein, protein, protein. Do people need protein, and how much?
That's a great question. Okay. It depends who you talk to. Now, the problem is when people talk about protein, they're talking about whey protein, the powders. If you go into a store and you look at all these powders, here's the problem. Whey protein is made from cow, okay? It's the sludge they used to throw away. So back in the day, whey protein was the crap they threw away from the milk. Ew. And someone had an idea, say, I can make a powder out of this. That the whey protein industry is worth billions upon billions of dollars. That's a
Go
fact.
figure.
Right. So to me, I teach my clients to get off all cow products if possible.
Even milk.
Yes, because better off with goat stuff.
What
and it's
about-
interesting. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me finish this.
Go for it,
You'll
man.
like this.
You got it, pal.
You sure? Okay.
You got it.
When someone tells you they're lactose intolerant, they can't have dairy, 99% of people, they can have goat and sheep stuff without a problem. It's the cow. We can't seem to digest cow products, but we keep eating it because that's what we're taught, right? The old thing, drink a lot of milk to build your bones, it's a scam. It's a complete scam. So what I'm doing right now is I'm in the process of myself inventing goat protein, because your body can break it down. I'm inventing a very good and tasty chocolate goat protein that all people can take.
That's nice.
And it's from, and I have a farm that has no cows on the property. So when you buy goat products even, if the company makes goat and cow, guess what? Cross-contamination.
Yeah, no good.
No. And it happens, a lot of people have cross-contamination, they have food allergies, food sensitivities, and things are not working. The programs out there are not working because people they're not dedicated, number one. The second part is they don't realize it's a lot of it's a scam stuff.
Now, Joe, listen, that's almost your time. I wanted to ask a very important question because you're going to be
Please.
good with this. Now, tell us with the vitamins, should they be made and why?
Okay. For the last 20 years, I've had every network marketing or MLM company come after me to sell their stuff. I mean, now that I have a title with a doctor title, they all want me to. But through my research, I found that all these vitamins have fillers. So you don't have to have magnesium stearate, titanium dioxide, artificial colors, red dye number, whatever.
And that's all garbage.
Right. So they do it to save money. And I always want to invent my own, and I own now Power Pack 3. My vitamins go from the lab to your house. I have no shelf, have no warehouse. The only one who gets them free is my mother, because I pay for her.
He don't even give them to me. Forget about it.
I don't like you, but hold on, that's because I don't like
And I
you.
get everything for free. Go figure. I quit.
And you guys find me on Facebook, Joe Kasper with a K, Albuquerque. I travel the world. Actually, I'm going to Utah next month to do a women's seminar. I believe I'm going to be in London in September. So a lot of big things are happening.
One of his sites has a goat on it as his profile
Yes.
picture.
I want to say one last thing here. You ready?
Get fast.
Guys, your health is your wealth. Never, ever forget it. Thank you.
Definitely. Joe Kasper, everybody. My man. What's going on, man?
Thank you.
All right. Good seeing you, Joe.